It's important for teachers in the primary grades to have a clear picture of our students as readers. And to do this, we need to understand what they know and can do. That's where LitCentric's Early Lit Kit can help. It's an all-in-one resource for teachers of emergent and early readers in kindergarten, first, and second grades. The Early Lit Kit helps you evaluate foundational reading skills with assessments that capture students' phonological awareness, identification of alphabet letter names and sounds, phonics knowledge of individual phonemes, both in isolation and when decoding, and finally, high-frequency word recognition. Each assessment includes directions that have the assessment's purpose, guidelines for administration, and tips to help you analyze your student data. They also include recording sheets that are field-tested and designed with busy teachers in mind, making data easy to capture and interpret. And they help you monitor the child's progress throughout the year. Student materials can be easily printed and used year after year, or can be used on a tablet or laptop for a no-prep option that students find engaging. The Early Lit Kit also features bonus materials that help you capture and track classroom data to make it easy to spot trends in student needs and for making day-to-day instructional decisions. You'll also get clear benchmark scores per trimester for each assessment in kindergarten, first, and second grades. LitCentric's Early Lit Kit makes data collection simple, and now it's even easier to get your assessments done. That's because the Early Lit Kit includes digital recording sheets. This new digital component helps you conduct assessments virtually with reliable results. All right, let's take a look at what the Early Lit Kit recording sheets look like in a digital format. So when you purchase the Early Lit Kit, you'll get a link to this file, and it will actually prompt you to copy it to your Google Drive. Okay, and it's labeled this up here, Early Lit Kit Recording Sheets and litcentric.com. So you're going to make a copy for yourself. I suggest your next step would be to actually make a master copy and label it master so that you know that that should be an unblemished version that you can copy from. And then go ahead and make a copy of the Early Lit Kit recording sheets for every single student in your class, because this is designed for you to keep a record of each individual child's progress over the course of the school year. Now, in this file, there are actually several assessments. Here you can see the Sound Along Phonics assessment, but if you look down below where my cursor is near the bottom of your screen, you'll see different tabs. So here we have the Phonological Awareness Assessment, the Sound Along Alphabet Assessment, again, Sound Along Phonics, the High Frequency Words Set Number 1, meant mostly for kindergarten, then High Frequency Words Set 2 for first grade, and Set 3 for second grade. There's also a class composite where you can type in your student names and their overall score for each of these assessments, or whichever ones you deem necessary, and that way you get a glance of your class as a whole. There's also the last tab here called Benchmarks, and these are associated with the 3 different grade levels, kindergarten, first, and second grades, and each of the assessments here, also including, however, the running record level that you would probably likely have students at those different trimesters. So I'm just going to give you a brief overview here of how these assessments work. This phonological awareness assessment has 6 different components to it. Here we have initial sounds, then we have final sounds and identifying rhymes, as well as producing rhymes, blending sounds, and segmenting sounds. And of course, all of these digital recording sheets are also in a PDF version where you can just print it out on one sheet of paper for each assessment, and you can just do it by paper if you prefer to do it that way. That's totally fine. But here, let me show you a little bit about how some of these assessments work. Let's actually take a look at the Sound Along Alphabet Assessment, just because it's a simple one for us to take a look at. Here, we can go ahead and type in the date of the assessment, and here we have a score of 0. So that's because we haven't actually clicked any of the checkboxes yet for a correct answer. So depending on the date, I might use this as a baseline and then these remainders for the different trimesters, or you can decide how frequently you might do that. So let's say the child didn't know the letter F for the letter name, but they knew the letter S. So I would click on that, and you can see up here, we've got 1 correct answer. So it automatically populates the answers for you. So I just go through, listen to the child, read through the PDF pages. They can swipe on their screen. You can give them printout cards, however you like to do it. And here again, it shows you the total, so you don't have to go through and count all these yourself. So that's going to give that there for you. And that's a big advantage to over the paper assessments. Although I still love a good paper pencil assessment. Sometimes it's just faster and easier to do it that way. You can control actually the PDF on the screen that has like these high frequency words on it, where you advance the slide and the student reads the next word. That's very easy to do. You can give controls to the student to do that, or you can do it by just advancing on your keyboard with the arrow key. And you could actually be recording this information at the same time, either on paper, or I suggest using another device like an iPad, where you can open up Google Sheets there and actually, just use your finger and tap as you go. That makes it really fast and easy. LitCentric's Early Lit Kit makes data collection quick and easy. And best of all, you'll be collecting the right kind of data that will inform your instruction and help you be the responsive teacher you want to be. Ready to get a copy of LitCentric's Early Lit Kit? Click the link in the comments below today.